hear nothing.
Yes, because I played the.
Opinions expressed. That's very true. I'm K5DA, and I'm your host tonight. Welcome to the Las Vegas DX Foundation, and welcome to Go Live Vegas Studios tonight as well. This is all about ham radio. We're a ham radio club. This is our podcast, and it's good to see you guys. Happy holidays, and I guess in the studio we have one of our club members tonight. He's going to be, his name is Dan, KK7 Bravo Delta Germany, and he's one of our tech guys, and glad to have him. Like I said before, all of our club members bring, but Dan is definitely a geek, and he's doing some things that I have no clue what he's doing, but I know it's very important, and I want to get on the bandwagon with that. I leave no door unopened. You know what I mean? So anyway, if you guys want to call in, I'm going to give you some phone numbers here. We'd love to have you call in and ask questions or leave a message. If you're local, it's 702. It should be on the monitor there if you're looking at your television or wherever. 55-502-4321. And I would love to have you. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get the show started. We've got a lot going on here. We've got some people staged and ready to come on as well. And let's just go ahead and jump into this little segment here because I'm very interested. Dan, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us what you're doing there?
Well, Cliff, thanks for having me. As you know, of course, with these little handy talkies, you basically have maybe regional coverage. Maybe, let's say, 10, 20 miles, depending on your elevation. If you want to get talking global, though, without spending, thousands of dollars on an HF rig, this little bitty box right here, all you need. Basically, this is your own DMR repeater. Your radio, that's the RF. Wi-Fi goes straight through the internet. You can talk around the world. First contact I made on there was a gentleman in Scotland.
Okay, that's interesting. So your HT that you could normally talk a couple of miles away, and if you're into a repeater, maybe 20 miles, suddenly becomes global.
Worldwide. This right here, plus my cell phone, is all I need for worldwide comms.
Okay, so that's very interesting. That's very, very attractive as well. I mean, I know a little bit about that because we have a P25 repeater here, and so we have a 4KA. Just kidding, Corey. We love you, bro. One of our best members of all. He's been on the show a couple of times. He could jump on that P25, and he's just like you're sitting next to me right now. So amazing technology. But what you're doing is a little bit different than that. It's an actual hotspot, right? Basically, it's go ahead.
Basically, as far as hotspots go, there's simplex and duplex. What I got here is that doesn't require a disconnect from the talk groups. But if you're using any type of system with a disconnect, like Brandmeister, the most popular one, you're going to want the duplex. Because what happens is, let's say you're on a busy talk group, you want to get out of there and switch to another one, you got to wait for a break in the transmission to send your disconnect because you've only got one antenna. You're receiving and sending on the same channel. With the duplex, you've got that offset.
So with this technology, so when you go global, basically, you're connected to a lot of stuff. I mean, outside of this area. So what you're saying is, that disconnect is something that might take a few seconds, I guess, or.
If you're lucky. If you're unlucky, you're going to be sitting there waiting good couple pushing for, with the community these days, because everybody, you see all these hotspots and everybody's only got one little antenna hanging off.
Uh-huh.
And that works, but it ain't ideal.
Wow. You just enlightened me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And the nice part is, it used to be that to get the duplex boards, you had to have the large form factor, the Pi 3, or if you want to waste the money in processing power, Pi 4.
Okay.
But now they have duplex boards that are built. My first hotspot, it was based on the Raspberry Pi Zero, the
Got it.
original one, and it was a simplex. Worked great. 3 days after I finished the darn thing, I get the little news notification. Raspberry Pi Foundation just introduced the Raspberry Pi Zero 2.
Of course.
It's got all the horsepower of the Raspberry Pi 3, but in the form factor of the Zero.
Wow.
So let's simplex hotspot based on a Raspberry Pi 3 with a next-gen screen. We're talking about maybe $150 to $200 worth of parts
Okay.
that they're selling for $425. And it's only simplex. When you can build a duplex spot like this for $120.
Well, somebody's getting rich.
Uh-huh.
It's
Big
not me.
time. Big time. And it's very easy to build your own. There are many tutorials online, and the wonderful part is, like, say, with the repeaters, with the DMR repeaters, you're pretty much tied down to the talk groups that they're associated with.
Got it.
Whereas with these hotspots, every talk group from Brandmeister, DMR Plus, TGIF,
You're able to program your own, basically, repeater.
Mhm.
And so you have a.
it's a universal DMR repeater.
Can we get the camera shot in there a little bit closer? So you're logged in right now with
Yeah, let me
the
get the HT
admin,
out of
right?
the way. I'm logged into the admin panel, and you
So-
can see the traffic going right here.
Okay.
And I have a couple of static groups logged in with Brandmeister, where if I go over on the radio here, switch to my hotspot zone, there we go. And as soon as we start getting any transmissions through there, I should be able to hear them. And of course, right now it's going to go quiet, but.
So that's a international talk group, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, it's connected to. There we go. That is M6KGP from Brighton
That's England, yeah.
in England. Yeah.
Yeah, I recognize the call sign as M6. Yep. So that's England right there. So I was trying to get the accent, but I didn't get that in time for the call sign. But I'm pretty good with call signs. So, wow, that's pretty amazing. I gotta be honest with you. But at the same time, this technology is internet dependent, correct?
Yes, it is internet dependent.
But that's okay because it looks like the internet's here to stay. I mean, it's the problem with like this. There's no problem with the internet. The problem is, I guess, bandwidth and accessibility. But if you have those two things, if you've got accessibility to the internet, you're good to go, right?
The accessibility to the internet, yes, but the problem, one of the main problems with DMR that I'm very much trying to address currently, is the quote-unquote complexity of it. Because at heart, it's not complex. It's just wrapping your mind around it and getting that single little moment,
Okay.
and it just all falls into place. Oh my God. Now we got someone from Wisconsin chiming in. But yeah, all over the place. It's nuts.
That's amazing.
But yeah, basically DMR, it's so simple once you get that aha moment.
Okay.
And I want to get that all on paper in text.
Okay.
To where anybody coming into the hobby can just look and just follow the bouncing ball. Just go, okay, do this, download this file, import this, and my radio's working. I'm tuning in all over the world. Because it's dead simple once you get it.
It just occurred to me, here, historically, I've been in amateur radio for a long time, and you're a new ham, and you got to get the HT,
Yep.
and you hopefully you're in a large metropolis like Las Vegas, where you have some actual activity on a repeater, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So even though I remember a couple of big clubs here, the Las Vegas Radio Amateur Club, which is probably the biggest club in Las Vegas, I can have that thing on all day and not hear a single voice, because people they don't really chit chat on that gigantic club. Not to put them down, just the way it is, but that's the way it is all over the United
No,
States.
just people are busy during
And so
the day.
if you're a
Working.
new ham, you got all this, you just got your ticket, and you're trying to talk to somebody. I mean, check your radio out, if nothing else. You may, if it, but I even get my ham ticket. I remember hearing these stories. I mean,
Right.
I understand totally, but with this technology, it's a whole different ballgame.
It's instant.
And so not only are you talking to your local people, but you're talking to DX, basically, right?
Local groups,
Yeah.
worldwide groups. On there, you can form your own talk groups with these networks
Wow, that's amazing.
and get registered with them, and then other people can jump into your room.
How do you know how many registered talk groups are available? Is it endless, countless,
Thousands.
countless,
Thousands.
hundreds, thousands? Okay, yeah, I can imagine it is.
Let's put it this way: the major networks, Brandmeister, DMR Plus, and TGIF, each of them have a little over 1,000 or more talk groups,
Oh, seriously? Okay.
and that's not even taking into account the Yaesu Fusion rooms and the reflectors that you can get access from there.
This is WD5 EMS. As a matter of fact, the shout out there to you, buddy. How you doing? He's a paramedic, and that's right. Yeah. He has a fusion network set up down. I guess it's Interstate 35 that runs to Austin and Round Rock, and where he lives in that area. And so I've been watching that, but really, I'm not really I've got. I guess that's Yaesu, right? Is that Yaesu?
Yeah,
I've got a
Yaesu's
Yaesu
proprietary
radio.
system.
Yeah, but I'm not, really, I grew up as an HF DXer. So anything beyond that is like a gray area for me. And we're talking about 2 meter FM is about my limit. So all this new technology, this is all brand new stuff, right?
Fairly.
2006? D-Star. Okay, that's one of the first digital, gotcha. And so
D-Star, then DMR.
right there, that's folks. That's N5 VAE. He's our engineer. He's also the owner of this of the Go.
That's the man with the plan.
Go.
Right?
I mean, it's
That's
there's
amazing.
a lot of podcasts I see, and they're really good podcasts. But we're in a studio that I pay thousands of dollars to be this time. So he donates that to us. So thank you very much, Aaron. I want to say that to you. And so I'm really intrigued because I don't understand. If you don't understand something, the worst thing anybody could do, because something if you don't embrace technology is going to leave you behind.
Cliff, let me tell you, I got a long-running standing that I've always said: the day you close your mind, close the casket.
No doubt about it. Yeah, stop learning. Stop learning. Go ahead. I mean, nobody's going to do that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's no point. We got to bring on Andrew, as he's now just embraced the new DMR technology.
Hey, something, Andrew. I'm on board with you, buddy. He sold me, man. He should be a salesman. I got to be honest with you. The way you broke that down was wonderful. I appreciate that very much. And I have been a little closed-minded here and there, but I'm reborn now. I'm back on track, and it's an absolute wonderful. I want to be there when and grab all I can get, man. Hey, did we actually see the actual device that you have there? That little device is high tech. Check this out. He built that, and explain to me exactly what's inside that box again.
All right, inside the box,
It's a little bitty box, folks.
on the bottom of it is a Raspberry Pi 02.
Okay,
RAM,
got it.
Which is perfectly fine for our purposes.
Okay, got it.
But that nice little small form factor, no heat problem.
Okay.
Then on top of that, you have to add in the Pi 02 right now is not available with headers pre-installed, those little pins, the 40
Okay.
pins on the Pi.
Yep.
The original Pi 0 you can get with the headers already installed from Adafruit. With the Pi 02, there's a fun little product also from Adafruit called Hammer Headers. And you take a little hammer, tank, 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 just hammer the headers right in there. And it works perfectly.
Oh my God.
Then all you got to do is get the little MMDVM hat, the multimedia digital voice modem.
Gotcha. That's the next piece of equipment that
Yep.
you buy separately that you install.
And those are available in simplex or duplex, as I said, in either the half-size Pi 0 format or the full-size Pi format. You screw on your antennas
And plug it in?
Then it's configuration time.
And that's it.
That's it.
So,
The software is free from pistar.uk.
and the software basically, so you have to load the operating system, I would imagine, right?
Flash
After that, right?
After that, if you didn't, let me back up a step. When you go to download the image from the pistar.uk site,
Yep.
there's a little utility that they have on there called a Wi-Fi configurer.
Okay.
Click on that. You enter in your.
That was very interesting, Dan. I learned a lot.
Then that file that they gave you with the Wi-Fi configuration, you just put that onto the boot drive. The other way, if you have a reset and you don't have access to a computer or anything like that, when the hotspot turns on, if it doesn't find any Wi-Fi networks right away, it'll create its own Wi-Fi hotspot.
Got it.
So then from your laptop or
Wow.
phone, you log into that Wi-Fi hotspot, you log into its IP address, and then you can configure the Wi-Fi.
Got
and
it.
Switch over there,
Gotcha.
then you can do the
Exactly.
full setup.
I'll see it. Okay, I see it. Wow, amazing. So, in your opinion,
Pretty much, yeah.
the
The,
best
the only thing I'm missing is a UPS for this thing. That's the next version.
okay,
That's version 3. But basically, if you can luck out and find a Pi Zero or Pi Zero 2 board, $15.
$15
$15.
for a little computer, basically, right?
Uh-huh.
It's probably much more powerful than than an old Pentium, right?
Oh yeah.
What's that? Okay.
MMDVM hat with antennas and the case.
Yep.
$80. Oh, and it includes the SD card.
Okay.
So we're at about $102.
For something that high tech that will open the entire world up to you if you're a new ham radio operator
Correct.
or an old one like me. And so then you just you buy you an HT.
Yep.
You get that little thing there. You plug it into you configure it. It's on Wi-Fi. It's on the internet.
Bingo.
All the old hams
Right?
are on the
Did I
local
program
repeater.
it? Did I program it right? Why aren't I hearing anybody? Is anyone hearing me?
That's one of the I really that's why I always try to come back to new hams on the local repeaters like the 2 meter or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're stranded. I like radio check. Anybody? It's brand new hams. You go. I gotta jump on the radio just to acknowledge that there's people out here.
Yep.
There's 150 of us out here, but let me be the one, But
What
with
was
this,
that old Michael Jackson song? You are not alone.
we
my
Andrew, how you doing, Andrew? This is VK2TXB Portable Whiskey 7 and.
Oh, amazing. Oh. Good, dude. Good. It's good to hear everyone on the air, and it's good. It's been a few weeks since I've been on.
Your exclusive hidden studios out here in Las Vegas somewhere. Nobody knows where the studio is, but I know. Is that where you are now, sir? You're at the rehearsal studio.
Very secret.
Very secret.
So
Exactly.
let's see. I've been to Hawaii, so I did some portable work in Hawaii. So we had a good time. I had a good time. The conditions were pretty darn good, and spoke to one of our club members, Nagi, a few times in Japan as well, too, and also Corey in Australia.
Yep.
So conditions were good. I had the 705, just running the inverted V. Then I was on a mountain top, and I was working. I think it was you and Robert. I was working. Yeah. And the conditions were really good. So I kept turning it up. I got down 400 milliwatts speaking on SSB phone to Robert in Mount Charleston, and he heard me.
I heard you too, man. I heard you. You're very vague, but I heard you.
It was just amazing for that. That blew me away. And I could hear when you guys went down to how I hear you as well. Which again improves condition. Now,
0.4 watts.
I know. Speaking of conditions, selling now.
Yep.
And just stolen from everyone.
And they're cheap.
Typical. They're cheap. So I put up one of these. This
There you
I
go.
worked at lunch time. Okay. The size is tiny. Here it is coming out of my hand. This is the size of the radio.
Okay.
Okay. Very small. And it's got the on the back. The plugs. The little microphone, which is tiny. Okay. So this thing here. Very interesting. It's like about $115 landed in Vegas. Took about 3 weeks DOA. Some it'll just disintegrate after a week. And this one's been pretty good. So this one puts about 2.4 watts out. Maybe 3 watts on certain bands. And I've been working DX with it when I get in the mood everywhere. So I've spoken to Japan with it, spoken to Hawaii, New York, Florida, all the places on the hex beam. So it works, but it's fun. Another SDR.
It looks like a box of popcorn.
Yes. So this one will be great. It's got a built-in battery. It does this. I saw a couple of YouTube, and this is going to be good because some people say they can figure them out because some people say no. But again, that one was a little bit more money. Audio is bad. Power out bad.
I remember that. Yeah.
Not good at all. And the audio is very bad. So $160 on the local UPS. So that wasn't going to happen, even though they'd sent me the money. So nothing gained, nothing lost except my time and my stress. So
Right.
Kirk, this one is fun. This is absolutely so much fun to play with.
So basically,
This one works 160. But it really it's more 80 to 10 meters. The 160 is pretty depth, and that works for a bit of fun. But that's what I've been doing. Really, I've been playing a bit of radio. Yes, I got a little bit after you, and I was able to speak to some fellas in Scotland and Spain and so forth. We're not hearing Sierra 551 Delta X-ray.
All right.
No, it's bad.
Yeah, if you're at
You know
14,240,
it's
you don't
bad.
hear him. That's exactly right. Yeah, if he's not 10 up.
So it's not going to happen.
Did you work the Hungarian station,
that was
Hotel
good.
Alpha 8, Juliet Victor? 1DX. He's I'm not sure where he has first station, but he's just a really amazing. He's up around.
Fire.
Yeah, perhaps he does. Yeah, never know.
You've got a good Russian amplifier, yes. But and Ben and sometimes me and Mac in Japan. So that's okay. But when it gets dark, the band's dead.
That's right. That's very
But
true.
I've noticed. Normally, I'm used to. I know
Amazing.
just being used to 40 meters. Generally, in summer, not as quiet as like 17 meters, but it's quiet. I'm hearing a lot of local stations. I did speak to Alcatraz on that.
Oh, nice.
It's not a big accomplishment to speak to San Francisco. But the fact that they were in a cool, unusual location was interesting. Please come and hang out with us on a Wednesday.
That's true.
And they look after us like kings in there.
They do.
It's great place.
We have our own butler, almost very professional.
He's like Mr. Belvedere.
He really is. Yeah, we got our own Mr. Belvedere
Nailed
at Buca di Beppo, and
Nailed it.
every Wednesday at noon. And it's a great restaurant, great ambiance, and
It's
great
great.
food.
It's
I
great.
guess
Buca di Beppo.
I want to encourage you guys. Please do show up for one of our meetings. It's a lot of fun. You never know who you're going to see there. In the field, I guess. I mean, the expeditions to Hawaii. You did mobile all the way in the, I guess it's Highway 1 or Highway 5, whatever it is.
Oregon line.
Yeah, I'm here. Where are you guys at? Type of a deal. And if he's mobile, we're club members. So we the bridge amplifier, right, Andrew?
He's mobile. We go on the bridge. It'd be like turning on a 2,000 watt amplifier and a preamp.
So you can even hear better.
Me got off the bridge.
Incredible.
They disappeared.
So Andrew's very, very active, and we're grateful to have Andrew. He's we're our president. So anything else going on? Oh wait, who's that?
On the comedy gigs. Yeah.
She said she was going to have you awake.
Listen. I got one of those little touches.
Back off the microphone just a little bit.
Okay.
We got an echo. Grandpa, make sure we can hear you though, because I want to make sure.
Where is it? Here it is.
I see it there.
Like Dan was talking about the little node. So I built it.
Yours is bigger than mine.
Size counts. You tried to press you in the quarter century wireless place. Wait a minute. I remember what it was. Remember what you want to talk about. Because by the time you get around to it,
See well enough to build one of those little micro boards that like Dan's sporting over here.
it works really neat. You take the headers, put them on there, and then I put the MMVM duplex board. Now the M30, and then an extra bonus. He worked on 900.
Good.
By Dan here, he's real sharp on this stuff. They'll do multi-mode. Instead of waiting for it to switch to a different mode, you just build another one. And you got one for P25.
But it's a little bit time consuming. So better just to 10
they
years
should
ago,
not.
it'd be priceless. I mean,
No, they should.
and I know
not.
Bridgecom is selling theirs for around $5.
I got the config screen up now.
I don't want to badmouth this guy because I know the guy who builds these things. Hang on.
With the camera, his config.
Sure, I got one of these. It's a
package deal?
It's a battleship. You know. But it's
Is that what you're telling me?
It
yeah.
does more.
It's built very well, and the engineer that put Raspberry Pi 3 spent another $40 for the MMVM board, version 1.3.
It takes about 3 months.
Yeah. I forgot it ordered. 32 card jammed in that little slot after I finally found the little slot.
Well, that's pretty much your liaison between your HT or whatever it is you're doing and
the internet.
And
that are still working for a living. You remember that stuff? So they're driving local repeaters to get in. And the problem with the local repeaters, once you got that channel showed up, and everybody gets to listen to your conversation. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, it's wonderful. So switch to whatever mode and whatever channel you like. The whole world is... Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, beyond that, on several different levels, right?
Set by HT on low power, so the battery lasts all day,
Okay.
or days, and it doesn't bother.
I guess you don't have any blind spots at all. I mean, you get the repeater just fine if it's right there in front of you.
Solid. I crap out. It works great.
And also,
I haven't really had any need to do that, but absolutely, and you drive wherever you're driving, and
if the cell phone stopped working, if the power went down, I think they should be where they are. So, but this thing here is pretty much a game changer. I think it's beyond comprehension. Really, it's just the
limitations.
That would be something that I think that should be very attractive to new amateurs and people who are younger. And it takes a lot to learn all kind of techniques. You got to learn about power. You got antennas. There's tons of stuff. But this is something that would be, I think, very attractive to a younger, new.
Their house on a postage stamp lot, and they don't have room for antennas, but they're still interested in amateur radio. So something like this gets them.
Still, you learn the protocol to call a station, like the M6 ABC station, M6 ABC. This is K5DA. I mean, the protocol of that nature, and can learn. Basically, you're still DXing, but I know it's a connected DXing, but still, it's still better than what we had. We have to see a new licensee and get his HT spent $300 for him, and nobody will talk to him on the repeater. I mean, for the first year, I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, people have left this hobby because of that reason.
That's my buddy in New York right now.
Yeah, and this
that's heating the house right now. Oh, yeah. and see the nice blue Corona discharge in the backyard. but these.
Hello, Pooch.
Mute the Barkomatic. But these nodes very much have a place. They do.
They absolutely do. And I'm really grateful that this particular podcast, technology. I love new stuff. I love cool stuff. And but this is different. This broadens the range of connectivity for us amateur radio operators to each other. And like I said before, we use P25 to connect with our club members. So we have a P25 I guess channel and DMR for all the people who don't live in Las Vegas to get on or you're watching and you go, I want to know more about that. What frequency is that? How do I do that? You want to talk to Aaron.
Hang on, but Aaron, shout out to Bad Grandpa. He's going to redo the whole casing for the record.
Oh, is that right? Okay, yeah, Bad Grandpa, very talented, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah. If I can do it, you can do it.
Guys, really, the depth we'll never know. The depth, but it's deep. And try out smarting one time. Anybody, I mean, you're not going to catch this guy. I mean, something. It's good to have you as a club member. I promise you that. We and a lot of other incredible talents. So, anything smoking your capacitors right now, Bad Grandpa, other than the raspberry?
No. I'm kind of bummed because this weekend is a 10 meters contest. Grandpa loves 10 meters, so yes, he does. But the conditions are, they're not wonderful.
No, they're not. And it's the ARRL. It's the ARRL 10 meter contest is on right now as we speak. The contest started, and guess where they were? They were in Las Vegas. I was not hearing anything outside of Las Vegas on 10 meters. And we're talking about, me and Bad Grandpa were talking to Europe and Japan about a month ago.
That's right.
On 10 meters. So
yeah, I worked a couple of guys in Virginia on phone this morning, but that's about it. That's all she wrote.
I know, but that's not this year. Unfortunately,
I'm gonna have to give it some more time and just keep the little nodes plugged in for a while.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of activity. The Sunspot Cycle 25 is definitely roaring in, and there's other things that are going on. I mean, 10 meters is not really open at the moment very well, but it's open every day somewhat. But the propagation on some of the lower bands with that extra added solar activity is really amazing. I've been doing some long path to India. We're talking about long path beaming to the southeast from here. Typically, just go over the North Pole. That's India, right? But it's all land. It's the short path. Yeah. So as you're beaming southeast, our first bounce is in the Gulf or the Caribbean, and then there's nothing but pure ocean between here and India. If you go around through Antarctica, and that's so I was surprised to hear Indian station. I was actually talking to I was on FT8, and I was hearing some stations in South America. So I said, something, I'm just going to give these guys get a couple of quick reports and get out of here on 20 meters. And then I see this Victor United station. And I'm like, holy cow, that's India. Well, I'm pointed the wrong direction, so I swung my antenna around toward the direction that it should be. Would be. So I brought the antenna back around to long path, and there he was again. I'm like, this is a long path contact to India, my very first one ever in my entire life to India, long path. 45 years as an amateur radio operator, and there he was. And so I made the contact. It was very few people were even calling him, but I was one of them. And I got him first call. And I'm like, yeah, I got him, and I posted on Facebook, and and then he started calling CQ Long Path North America. That's when I was absolutely confirmed. I mean, for all I know, I had my antenna turned around backwards. I mean, you think it's possible with me? I'm getting excited, but India's very difficult for us here. But so shooting over the over Antarctica is the way to do it. This dude was loud, man, incredibly loud. And then 2 weeks later, a couple of days ago, I got him again. And so that's pretty. That's for me. It's a phenomenon. Who's ever had a signal over in Antarctica that's ever made it over that gigantic magnet? You know what I mean? So it's very, very rare. So I was so surprised to hear this guy. He's the only one I heard from India. But there's an expedition, an S-21. There's a Sierra in Bangladesh. And I'm thinking that probably our best chance to get that, because he's running a vertical. He's running a vertical, okay? Nothing big, right? Just a ground plane vertical on the beach with a bunch of ground radials. And I think our best chance probably will be beaming long path over that ocean to Bangladesh. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but I don't know. But I'm going to be looking out for those guys long path for sure on 20 meters. What do you think about that, Andrew?
I think it's the way to go. I think you'll be doing all the heavy lifting, though, with your quad.
Well, I mean, still, I got the quad right, but if it's not turning the right direction, I can't hear. I won't hear some stuff. A lot of it's just being on the air and just getting lucky. Like just being there and being active, and suddenly, holy crap, what was that? I mean, and then you start listening around, and you start hearing stuff. I remember about 2 months ago, that dude, Sean, you talked to him. I'm pretty sure you did. I know Robert did. I'm pretty sure you did too. Yeah. ZS6SBW, I think it is.
Yeah.
Remember him? Long path on 20 meters in the morning. Remember that? That dude was rocking the house at 20 over S9 for an hour.
That was ridiculous.
You talked to him, right? You got him. You guys, I'm pretty
sure
I got
him as well, long path. Yeah, that was crazy.
I mean, that was long path to Africa, South Africa, beaming over Australia, which is significantly long path. And that dude was coming in so strong. He was stronger than you would have been directly from your house to my house. That's how much energy that Mother Earth allows us to capitalize on and take advantage of. I mean, can you imagine? This guy was stronger than if Andrew was talking to me directly from my house, my antenna to his house in town. Yeah. This guy long past South Africa. We're talking about 15,000 miles or more. I mean,
minimum, probably 17,000.
I mean, we were all there. We all saw it. We all experienced it. Yeah. And what in the world could cause that much energy to be funneled so efficiently that far around planet Earth? I mean, this is a curved globe we live on, right? And
I think it's just the right place at the right time, Kirk. It was just luck. The band gods were in all lined up. Everything was working the way it should be, and it was just perfect conditions, and you were just there. You were just lucky.
It's a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon. That's what makes this. That's the stuff that's my passion. That's what I love. That's what brings me back. That's what I'm looking for. That contact every day, all the time. I'm looking for that moment whenever the impossible happened in radio.
Correct.
And that's what I'm there for, man. And so are you, and all of us. I mean,
all of us. I can't believe that just happened.
Totally, man. Like none of this makes sense, but I'm here in this radio station anyway. You know, and we're eventually. You heard about the Japanese? They're putting a satellite. They're putting a repeater on the moon.
Oh.
Or is it Mars or the moon? I think it's the moon. I think it's the moon. They're going to put an active repeater on the moon.
How will that work?
I don't know, but I know the moon doesn't spin, so it's we're looking at the same face of the moon. So they're not going to put it on the dark side. Obviously, that's what the Chinese are right now, but they're going to put it somewhere on the moon facing Earth. It'll always be facing Earth. I mean, think about the moon for a minute. I don't know what the moon does, if it spins or not, but it doesn't spin so we can see the backside of it. So it's obviously it's not spinning, so spinning around Earth.
It basically rotates at the same speed that it's rotating around the
Sure,
Earth.
yeah.
So we always see the same things.
So they just got to plant that thing on the bright side of the moon, and we'll have be able to do some moon.
Some crazy moon bounce.
I can't wait for that to happen. We could do.
You're gonna have to have like a like moon bounce, aren't you? Though to hit it, I mean, you're not going to get it with a normal.
It's going to be a busy. It's going to be a busy little repeater. I'll tell you that. But I don't know. I know it's the moon's a long way from here, and there's going to be a delay.
20-element 2-meter quad, Cliff.
So you've already got the antenna for it, Andrew, and
I've got the 10-element quad, but we need to build a 20-element, so it's like a laser pointer.
Andrew, you were pointing at me for the Iron Engineer was pointing at us.
S21DX right there.
There he is.
There he is. So S21DX. So is that in your whose logbook is that? Corey. Yeah, Corey did say he'd worked that guy. But listen, Corey's got an advantage. I want everybody to know this. He's in Australia, and Bangladesh is just around the other side of Indonesia from him. Okay, pretty much. But
that's no challenge for Corey. He's just showing off.
Now,
Big deal, Corey.
If you tell me if you worked S21 long path, then he's got a feather in his cap. All right, but
important news, Cliff. You didn't mention it. Our member Brad is he's in Thailand right now.
Yes.
He's operating from Thailand.
He is. You're right. Thank you so much for bringing that up, Andrew. VK2 is it the BY? Yeah, and
BY.
Yeah, and he's one of our great members, and I guess he's got a family over there. His wife, I guess, is from Thailand, and
his wife's from Thailand. So it's taken they've been locked out because of shutdown. So they're finally back there. He has a location there. He has a house there, and he's got a nice hex beam.
There you
up
have
at
it.
about 60 feet.
There you
He's
have
got
it.
his amplifier. So
oh my God!
I worked him last time he was there. I got through to him in Thailand. Now I think now should be even better. So if we're working, into Japan and Indonesia, we should get him in Thailand quite easily with his amplifier and picking the right conditions. I'm suspecting it's going to be in the afternoon time to get him, like we do here for Japan.
I think you're right.
I suspect it's going to be from this time onwards.
I think you're absolutely right about that. That's when we're going to get him. So he needs to, if he's watching this podcast, Bradley, shoot us, shoot an alert on the folks. We have a Facebook Messenger group that you can become a part of if you want. All you gotta do is join the club. It's Las Vegas DX Foundation Facebook group. Okay, get on there, and then when you see one of the administrators, ask the administrator to add you on to the Messenger group. It's a lot of fun, guys. You get a big kick out of it. Everybody's got different personalities. These people from all over the world, but they alert you when they're on the air, and that's what's cool about that.
Yeah, if the bands open up, someone will say, Tom will say from England, the band's open. Get on and call me on this frequency. And it's really, really good because it gives you the inside scoop to get to people.
Absolutely.
And I think, Brad said he's in Thailand. I think he's going to be in his location, which is a few hours out of Thailand by tomorrow. I think he's busy. He said he's going to be visiting some friends at Pat Pong Road, but he'll be back not long after that.
Good, because I know he's anxious to get on the air and see how he does with propagation the way it is. Our Japanese friends, Nagi and Ben and Misan and Mac and those guys. What great friends we have in Japan. We folks, every single afternoon and evening, right at dark here in Las Vegas, so around 4:30 our time, Pacific Standard Time. Our Japanese friends are hammering into Las Vegas, like you read about. They're 10 over S9. There's a whole group of the most. You know what they are really? They're ambassadors of Japanese amateur radio is what they really are, and they're what's the word? just he mentioned
their English is they've got fantastic English, grasp of English, fantastic grasp of English comedy.
Yep,
they're like comedic things. They're just a great bunch of guys. They're like us, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean they're just fun.
Nobody gets them
like
going.
Nobody
gets them going like Andrew. Listen, Andrew gets these. I sit back and just listen sometimes, right? Andrew carries on a beautiful circus it's so entertaining. Andrew's an entertainer, okay, a professional entertainer, but he's also an entertaining guy anyway. So if you ever hang around somebody who's got just that magnetism, well, that's the guy right there. Is Andrew. He's anyway. So I'm not gonna listen. I know his head's going to explode in a minute, but nevertheless, he gets them going. He engages them because they practice their English. Probably the only time they get to practice their English is when they're talking on that net. And so they conduct a Japanese net in English, okay, folks? And Andrew gets on there, and he makes them work. He works them, man, and he asks them what they had for breakfast. It's breakfast time, there. It's evening time here, And he gets them going, but he's genuinely interested at the same time. So he engages these people, and they love it. And we got 3 minutes left? We're almost out here. Can you believe that we already ran out of time, folks? It's just amazing.
Where did the time go?
That you have a good show when you don't even know what time it is. So that's great. And, Bad Grandpas, Andrew, thank you so much, and thanks for coming on. I know you're busy. Andrew's a really busy guy. He really is. I know it's his rehearsal studio. They got some new stuff going on with his band. He's a business owner. He owns a band. They travel worldwide. So he's busy. So on Saturday. So I'm not going to give away more than you want me to. Okay, I'll lay that to you. So. Bad Grandpa is always busy taking care of all the club members. Broken equipment and his own stuff. He's a very busy man too. He one antenna farm he has at his place. Everybody is. And Aaron, thank you so much. And Go Live Vegas Studios. What's that? He finally got you face to face.
It's a cracker box.
Blow the dust off my repair, please.
Where's my FT7? What FT7? Anyway, Hey, thanks, Sharon.
That went out with the garbage, didn't it?
Sharon is our Google girl tonight, and that's K7 STJ, and she's sitting right over there on the couch, and she wanted to sit on the couch to be the Google girl tonight. Dear. And so we used her. She's been busy over there, and in a crisis, she'll be there in a heartbeat. That's what we need. And then
Sharon's the girl.
The studio owner and our engineer, and this is his art. This is his craft. What we're doing now. It's Aaron. N5VAE, amazing guy, and sure glad to have him in the club. Good God. Dan over here, busy man too. He works graveyards. He came out here. I know he should be asleep right now, but he came out here to give that demonstration. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank
you, Dan.
Hey, happy to be here, guys.
And now that this is done, we're getting ready to go dig part of that antenna foundation hole down to 5 feet in a couple of minutes, folks. Listen, our day ain't over with yet, okay? Hey, listen, God bless you guys, and happy holidays from Las Vegas, the Las Vegas DX Foundation. I'm Cliff. I'm K5DA, Las Vegas. And Dan over here, KK7 DDG. Everybody, have a good time, man. We'll see you guys next time on the Las Vegas DX Foundation podcast. Good DX. Gotta see Bad Grandpa dancing.